वेलकम वेलकम वेलकम। नमस्ते संजय जी।
संजय जी
वेलकम। संजय जी, बाकी परिवार किधर है आपका? संजय सूद।
Kanishka Mami is also logged in.
अपने अपने कमरे में।
ऐसा आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी?
सभी अपने अपने कमरों में हैं।
वेलकम नरेश जी। देयर इज अ आईफोन, पता नहीं किसका है।
नमस्ते एवरीवन। नमस्ते संजय जी।
नमस्ते नमस्ते
नमस्ते आचार्य जी। प्रीति
दिख रहे हैं। किसी को सेटअप में कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो पूछ सकते हैं।
किसी को सेटअप में प्रॉब्लम है?
Where will you speak? You actually ask him to mention. Kanika, then move up a little. Move your.
Yeah, you can see it from here. This is good. Don't.
संजय आहूजा जी।
Where is our? Yeah, you can. I can see myself.
संजय आहूजा जी, मैं 2-3 हाउसकीपिंग रूल बता देता हूँ। पहली चीज कि जब कोई बोल रहा होगा तो बाकी सबका म्यूट हम रखेंगे और आप मेक श्योर करें कि आपका ऑडियो म्यूट रहे। अगर आपको बोलना है, पूछना है, तभी अनम्यूट करिए, फिर दोबारा म्यूट कर लीजिए। वीडियो आप ऑन ऑफ आपकी इच्छा, पर जो हवन कर रहे हैं वो जरूर ऑन रखिएगा। और हवन के बीच में अगर आपको कोई डाउट हो, पूछना, तो आप अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हैं, बाकी म्यूट रखिए। तो 10 बजे नीरज जी का स्पीच होगा, तो उस समय भी आप अपना म्यूट रखिएगा। तो हम ठीक 10 बजे स्टार्ट करेंगे। संजय जी ठीक है?
ओके, सभी को नमस्ते। 10 बज चुके हैं। बहुत बहुत शुभ दिन है आज। बहुत बधाई हो सभी ग्रेजुएटिंग सीनियर्स को। और आज गणेश चतुर्थी का पर्व भी है, उसे भी मनाया जा रहा है। हमारे साथ में नीरज सलोत्रा जी हैं, जो कि आप सभी के सीनियर हैं। AYM से ग्रेजुएट हुए थे बहुत साल पहले, और उसके बाद में आपको कुछ लोगों को उन्होंने पढ़ाया भी है और बहुत से लोगों के साथ में इंटरेक्ट किया है। मेरे ख्याल में ऑलमोस्ट सभी बच्चे जो इस ग्रुप में हैं, उन्होंने नीरज की कैंपेन पे भी काम किया था, तो वो नीरज को उस नज़रिए से भी जानते हैं। तो मैं सबसे पहले नीरज को आमंत्रित करूंगा। नीरज had a conflict little later in the day, so he has carved out his time. So we are going to start as a keynote from Neeraj, a senior's advice and direction to youth, and then from there on we'll go through our program of Havan, and then followed by the graduation ceremony. So Neeraj, I'm going to actually I think you can probably unmute yourself. Can you? Yeah, brilliant. So I request everybody to mute themselves and let Neeraj. That would be the best.
Yeah, thank you, Uncle. Thanks. In and starting college, or maybe already did. So first off, congratulations.
Neeraj, I can't hear you. You are muted.
I'm unmuted.
Speak. Let me test. Go
Hello.
ahead, say a few words.
Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We can hear him.
We can hear you.
Acharya ji, he is unmuted, but आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
हम सुन पा रहे हैं।
हमें आवाज आ रही है।
आ रही है। Very good. Okay, excellent बेटा। चलो ठीक है जी, नीरज, continue please.
Okay, so congratulations again to everyone who is, graduating and starting college. This is an important time, and it's an exciting time for everyone. but it's also an interesting time given COVID, and some of you all may be in person, and some people may be online, and some people might be both, and it's just a lot going on. I wanted to just share a little bit of what I've learned, and some things that I think about, and wish I had known, going into college. And I kind of broke down the advice into a few different categories. And these are the categories I use when I think about my own goals for my life and resolutions. And so the four categories are body, mind, heart, and soul. So I think those are like four categories that we can all relate to and that have impact on us leading a fulfilling and impactful life. And so I want to talk within each of those about a couple of things that I would suggest that you might consider as you start college. So let me start with body. So this is particularly whether you're actually going to college this year or you might be in the next few years. Eating habits. I know it's a strange topic, but eating habits are very important on college campuses because often you will have a dining hall where there will be like a buffet or unlimited food. Much of it is junk food. And so you have to police yourself on what you're going to eat. And so the first thing I would say is keep your body in a healthy fashion by determining what you eat. There's something called the freshman 15, where many of us gain 15 or more pounds our freshman year. I would encourage you all to try to avoid that by making the decision to eat healthy, even when no one is watching, and even when you can have cereal for all 3 meals in a day, which is not advisable. So that's the first thing. The second thing is exercise. When you get to college, you might have these moments where you are getting a little bit busy, you have classes, you have extracurriculars, and exercising often seems like something that can not be a priority. And many of us think we're 18, we're 19, we're 17, we're 20, we can eat whatever we want, we don't have to worry about our bodies. That's not right. So I would encourage you, carve out 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it is, to go to the gym, do some exercise, maybe do meditation, yoga, whatever it is that is for you important, but please take some time to exercise. The third one within body is sleep. And this is maybe the most important one. College is going to provide opportunities that are new, that you did not have in high school. First of all, there'll be more work. And so therefore, you're going to have a tendency to stay up a little later than maybe you did before. The second thing is there will be extracurricular activities, whether it's parties or whether it's events or whether it's concerts or whether it's games, sports games, when all those things come back. And so it's important to prioritize getting enough sleep. Because it can be easy to stay up late, wake up late, not get enough sleep, and that will be detrimental to you in the long term. Better to get the sleep, be consistent about it. Those you might think are kind of basic pieces of advice. They are, but they're important. So remember about your body, eating right, exercising consistently, and getting enough sleep. On the sleep point, before I move forward, there is this sense in college that the people who stay up late and pull these all-nighters are like the best people in college. That's not correct. Please don't get caught up in this fact of everybody trying to stay up as late as they possibly can to prove that they're stronger than other people. That's not right. Focus on getting the sleep that you need to be at your optimal level. So the second one is your mind. College is a lot of things, but ultimately it's about studying. It's about succeeding academically and getting the training you need. So please prioritize your classes, prioritize your coursework. It's true that now 10 years or 11 years after graduating, nobody asked me what my GPA was in college. That's 100% true. Nobody asked me. But it is true that in order to get into Harvard Law School, I needed to have a high quality GPA in college. It is true that in order to get the first job as a teacher, I need to have a high quality GPA. But even beyond the GPA, I think the key point about the classes is actually try to learn something from them. I remember in high school, I just tried to cram my brain with the facts and spit them out on the exam because I knew that's all I needed to do to get the grade. That's not going to be helpful in the long run because today I really don't remember all the things I learned in Economics 101. What I do remember is the framework that it taught me about how to think about the world and how to approach problems that I see. And so try to actually learn those skills as opposed to just remembering the facts and spitting them back out. The second thing with your mind is don't be restricted on the classes you take. So some of you might be going to college thinking you want to be a doctor or a teacher or an engineer or a lawyer or a finance person, and that's great. And so if you already know you want to be a doctor, maybe you're thinking, hey, I just want to take classes in biology. That's awesome, but try that history class. You never know, you might learn something, you might really like it. If you want to be a lawyer and you want to study politics and government, great, but take that math class because you might actually enjoy it. So don't be afraid to take a class in something that will stretch your mind in a way that you did not think about it before. Let me move to the heart. This is, and I'm going in order of what I think is the least important to the most important. I think the heart is so important. And I want to start with family. When you are in college, you're going to think you're an adult, you're independent. I thought this. I thought that I was ready to move on. And of course, I still called my parents, etc. But I felt, hey, I know what I'm doing now. And you do know what you're doing in so many ways. But remember that your family, your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, many of them have been through this already. Don't lose sight of that. Make sure you take the time to call them. Don't forget the birthdays. Don't forget that that is your core group. And family to me is everybody on this call. Because the beauty of being in the Arya Samaj family is your family is more than just the blood relatives. And it can be easy to prioritize your mind. It can be easy to prioritize the classes. It can be easy to prioritize the parties, whatever. But remember your family. They were there on day one, and they're going to be there throughout the process. That is something we are so lucky. So many of us, I see so many families on this call. We're so lucky that we have that. Please don't forget that because that family is going to be there with you. And so many times, I'll tell you a story. When I got to Rice, the president of Rice was giving a talk, and he said in his first year of college, he forgot his mom's birthday. He didn't call her on his mom's birthday. And the reason he said that to us was so that none of us in that room would make that mistake. Because everyone here knows how important your mom is in your life, your dad is in your life, your siblings are in your lives. Don't lose that. Don't lose that. Don't have that ego that you know everything, because you don't. You know a lot, but you don't know everything. The second thing under the heart is friends. You know, when I got to college, I thought that the key thing in college was get to know every single person. And I think I was wrong. And I think what I learned towards the end of college was it's not whether you have 1,000 Facebook friends or 10,000 Instagram followers or 300 contacts in your phone of every person, or when you walk in the dining hall, you can say hi to everyone. That's not what matters. What matters is that you have 3 to 5 really close friends who share your values, your beliefs, your passions, who help you become a better person, who on your worst day, you can call them and they're going to pick up the phone, who on their worst day, when they call you, you're going to pick up the phone and be there, who's like a safety net to catch you when you fall down and cheer you on when you're succeeding. When I got to law school, I knew this. And so from law school, I have about 6 really close friends who I talk to every week or 2. And that's it. And I'm okay with that because I know that those 6 people are going to be there for me through my entire life. And the last thing I want to go to is the soul. So I think, and all of us are Hindus, we place so much value on the soul. And there are 3 final lessons I want to talk about the importance of what you can do in college to nurture and strengthen your soul. So the first is find your passion. Whatever it is in college, find that passion. And you might find it through a class you take. You might find it through an internship. You might find it through a presentation you go to. You might find it through a club. You might find it through reading. You might find it through long discussions with your friends, but find whatever it is that gets you fired up. And then whatever it is, follow it. Push it forward. Go all in on that passion, whatever it is. Because if you have a passion that you're doing every single day, that's what nourishes our soul, I believe. The second thing is service. I think one of the most beautiful things about our religion, many religions, certainly our religion, is the focus on selfless service. Make the world a better place. Make the world more, reduce the barriers for other people. And everybody on this call has a role to play in that. I think that finding something, whether it's volunteering or being a mentor or tutoring someone or working at the food bank or whatever it might be for you, find that opportunity to serve others in college and continue it. Don't let that fall. Do not let that fall. And then the last thing I'll say is don't lose sight of your faith. Don't lose sight of your faith. Everybody on this call has been coming to Arya Samaj. They're doing this Havan here today. That doesn't end when you go to college. It just starts the next chapter of it. So find a way to stay connected to your faith. Maybe there's a Hindu group at your university. Maybe there's interfaith groups where you can bring the Hindu perspective to the table. Maybe you want to get a copy of the Gita, start reading it slowly, 1 shlok a day. Maybe you want to attend Acharya Ji's Skype, Zoom classes. Maybe if you're in Houston, you want to come back to Arya Samaj a couple Sundays a month. Whatever it is, find a way to stay connected to your faith. Because that is the community. Those are the lessons that are going to guide you and going to help you succeed, not only in college, but beyond. So remember your body, eating well, sleeping, exercise, your mind, do well academically, take new classes, your heart, focus on your family, build those few close friends, and then your soul. Find your passion, serve others, and don't lose sight of your faith. So thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm always here as a resource. I'll drop the chat's not on, but I think Sanjay Uncle can give you my cell phone number and my email, whatever I can do to help. Don't hesitate to call me.
Thank you, Neeraj. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I think this is absolutely the best advice and best keynote that could have occurred today, in my personal opinion. We've had, I've seen so many of these youth go through And it's a constant battle of balancing these different activities. And it's so important to have that input up front. For everyone who's on the call, those who know Neeraj, of course, they know Neeraj, but those who don't know Neeraj, Neeraj is, I think, if I'm not wrong, probably one of the first students of DAV Sanskriti School, graduated almost 10 years back, maybe even somewhere in that window. He's an accomplished lawyer, but I think for most of these youth that are on this call today, I would encourage them to look Neeraj up. He's a role model in a lot of ways. I don't know him 100%, but I know him quite well. And when I look at a lot of things that he does are things that he has said he would like you to do. So you to have a role model like that is always good. So look him up. You can reach out to him for advice. Obviously, he'll be happy to give you coaching direction. He runs a nonprofit organization that actually mentors underprivileged students. You may have opportunity to contribute to him through his organization. So get engaged and help out. Like he said, you can give from wherever you are. It doesn't have to stop. It can continue, and you can stay connected with your community and your organization all through your life. And that's really the goal of this family that we have created here. All of you have partnered up to be part of. So I appreciate Neeraj. Thank you so much. I know you have to leave. So whenever you want to leave, you can leave, but you can hang on till you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So our next step is we'll have Acharya ji now guide us through Havan, Agnihotra properly. So all of the graduating seniors who are performing Havan at their homes, get ready. You should have the Havan kit and everything should be there. आचार्य जी अब आप डायरेक्शन देते जाइए क्या क्या करते जाना है और वो वैसे करते जाएंगे.
Namaste. Before we are going to start the Havan, make sure you have water, samagri, ghee, samidha, and the long spoon in front of you, and also the matches or lighter something. So these are the things you need to keep it with you, and ghee. So now make your body straight, but be relaxed. Close your eyes. We'll do 3 times of pranayama to make our body and nerve system relaxed, cool, and calm. So we'll inhale deeply, filling our lungs. And with exhaling, we'll chant a long Om, as much as long you can make it. And we'll repeat it for 3 times, followed by Gayatri Mantra. So start to inhale, filling your lungs. Once again, inhale. Once again. So Om is the universal cosmic name of God. It means the God who is the maker of the universe, who takes care of the universe, and when it needs, he destroys the universe. And also the God who is beyond all these 3 stages. So now Gayatri Mantra. Make sure your mic is in mute. Don't unmute it. You just recite in yourself and listen me and follow it. Start to Gayatri Mantra. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. The meaning, simple meaning of Gayatri Mantra: O God, you are Bhuhu, ever existent, Bhuvaha, ever conscious, Swaha, ever bliss. O God, you are Savita, the motivator or creator of the universe. We want to Dhimahi hold in our mind your that Varenyam, that adorable Bhargaha purest form in our mind. Please give us ability. We can meditate upon that your purest, adorable form. Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. O God, the motivator of the universe and creator of the universe, please prachodayat, instigate or motivate that our dhiya, intellect or wisdom. That's how we can follow the good path in our life to achieve whatever we want to achieve in our life. So now Ishvara Stuti Prarthana Upasana. So you have the Havan sheet you have in a paper, you can follow it. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasubha Yadbhadram Tanna Asubha Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithivim Yamudemam Tasmai Devaya Vishavidhema Om Yahatmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Devaha Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityuhu Tasmai Devaya Vishavidhema Om Yah Pranado Nimishato Mahitveika Yadraja Jagato Babhuva Yahishe Asya Dvipadashya Tushpadaha Tasmai Devaya Vishavidhema Om Yena Dyaurugra Prithivi Chadridha Yena Swahastavitam Yena Nakaha Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimanaha Tasmai Devaya Vishavidhema Om Prajapatir Natvadetanyano Vishwajatani Parita Babhuva Yakamaste Juhumastanno Astuvayam Syama Patayorainam Om Sano Bandhurujanita Savidhata Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa Yatra Devamritamanav Shanam Trutiye Dhamanna Dheirayanta Om Agnenaya Supatha Raye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidvan Yoyodhyasmadjuhuranameno Goyishtam Te Nama Uktim Vidhema. The summarized meaning of all these 8 mantras: the divine creator, you are the Lord of all beings, and you are the giver of life. You are the supreme among all animate and inanimate things of the world. You are the sole ruler of all creatures. Please remove all the ills and evils from us and endow us with all that is noble. O God, abode of bliss, We offer our oblations to you with devotion. God, the self-effulgent being, you are the giver of spiritual and physical strength. You are meditated upon by the whole universe. You are our friend, creator, and supporter. You know everything, every place, and every region. Please lead us to the path of virtue, to prosperity. As you know all the paths of actions, please keep us away from evil deeds. We bow to you with reverence again and again. Oh. The first thing we'll do, the achaman. So you may have waters in small bowls in front of you. So take water in your right palm, just little bit, 1 spoon. When I'll say swaha, you will sip it and you will repeat it for 3 times. Take water in your right palm. Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha. We'll do it for 3 times. Once again. Om Amrita Vidhanamasi Swaha. And once again. Om Satyam Yashah Srirmayi Srihi Srayatam Swaha. If you have a napkin, use your napkin to wipe your hand. So this is Achaman. Achaman means sipping water as much as our palm can hold, to cleanse our throat, to recite properly the mantras without any hindrance, and also to cultivate the sense of purity inside us. It's very important to cultivate the sense of purity and devotion before performing any act related to God. So now we'll do Angasparsha. Take what, make a pit in your left palm and take water in your left palm and hold it. Use your right hand to touch different body parts with water. First right, then left, just follow me. Om Vangma Asyastu, touch your mouth. Om Nasor me Pranovastu, nose. Om Akshnor me Chakshurastu, eyes. Om Karnayor me Shrotramastu, ears. Om Bahur me Balavastu, earth. Om Urvor ma Ojavastu, thighs. Om Arishtani me Angani Tanustanva me Sahasantu. Dangasparsha means touching our body parts with water, again to cultivate the same sense of purity externally. And when we recite the mantras with this act, the meaning of mantra of this act is, O Lord, by your grace, maybe the speech, the power of speech in my mouth, may the power of breath in my nostrils, the power of sight in my eyes, the power of hearing in my ears, and the might or the power in my arms, the strength in my thighs. May all parts of my body be coherently healthy. The mantra means a thought. Whatever we say through the rituals, we cultivate a thought. The meaning of the mantra we reflect in our mind. It's not just whatever we say in a mantra, God will do this. It's about us. Once we recite a mantra, we understand the meaning, the thought. We need to cultivate it in our own practice. How to make our eyes strong, our body strong, our mouth strong. So it's about what we need to do for ourselves. That's our mantra subject. Okay, so now we'll do Agni Prajwalan. So you have the long spoon like this. Take little bit kapoor. If you don't have, I think you have the kapoor already sent to you. So take little bit kapoor in the into that spoon and try to make it fire. Yeah, kapoor. Try to ignite it. Maybe you have matches or lighter, anything. Om Bhurvubhuvaha Swaha. If anyone have any problem, they want to make me wait, just let me know. Okay, once it's properly, the kapoor is lighted, so now I will recite a mantra, you have to put it inside the fire pot. Om Bhurvubhuvaha Swaradhyaureva Bhumna Prithvi Varimna Tasyaste Prithvi Devaya Jani Prashthe Agni Mannada Mannadhyaya Dade. Put it inside the oven cone and make sure the fire is properly inflamed. Put little bit ghee into the oven cone, and the ghee should be put on the samidha. Samidha means the wood sticks. I hope you already set the wood stick inside the oven cone. Om Udbudhya Swagne Pratijagrahi Tvamishta Purte Samsruje Thamayam Cha Asmin Cha Dhaste Tyutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Sidata. So you have 3 wood sticks in front of you. Wood sticks means samidha, like this. So when I say swaha at the end of every mantra, you will offer 1 wood stick into the fire. Before that, take 1 stick, hold, dip it into ghee and hold it. Then I will say swaha, put it inside. Om Ayanta Yidma Atma Jata Vedaste Nendhasva Vardhasva Chiddha Vardhaya Tasman Prajaya Vashubhir Brahma Varchasena Nandena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedaste Dannamama. Take the second one, dip into ghee and hold it. Om Samidha Agnim Dovasyata Grite Ribodhayata Titim Asmin Bhavya Juhotana Om Susamidhaya Shochise Gritam Tivram Juhotana Agnaye Jata Vedase Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Dannamama. The third one, Om Tantva Samidhirangiro Gritena Vardhayamasi Trihacho Yavishthaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Angirase Dannamama. In video hata do. So now hold the spoon. The graduating senior will hold the spoon. With every swaha, you will put ghee into the fire. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasne Nendhasva Vardhasva Chiddha Vardhaya Jasman Prajaya Vashubhir Brahma Varchase Nandena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Dannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasne Nendhasva Vardhasva Chiddha Vardhaya Tasman Prajaya Vashubhir Brahma Varchase Nandena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Dannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasne Jasva Vardhasva Chiddha Vardhaya Tasman Prajaya Vashubhir Brahma Varchase Nandena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Dannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasne Jasva Vardhasva Chiddha Vardhaya Tasman Prajaya Vashubhir Brahma Varchase Nandena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Dannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasne Nendhasva Vardhasva Chiddha Vardhaya सास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नान्नादेन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे नमः. So these are 5 offering of ghee. Make sure someone should make sure to put the samidha, the wood stick, into the fire. Whenever you think that you need a wood stick to put inside, make sure you are putting it there. So now, those who are sitting in 4 directions, maybe if you take the water pot you have, so in your east direction of Havan Kund, just sprinkle little bit water from your right to left. In one side, that is in east. Start. Take water and start to sprinkle. Only in each direction. Om Adite Numanyaswa. Okay. So now the opposite side, that is west. In the same way, first right to left. Om Anumate Numanyaswa. Okay. From north, Om Saraswatyanumanyaswa. So this time from south to all around clockwise, the 4 round, the 1 round. We start. Om Deva Savitah Prasuvayajyam Prasuvayajyapatim Bhagaya Divyo Gandharvah Ketapuh Ketannah Punatu Vasaspatiravacham Nahaswadatu. Okay, it's done. The sprinkling of water is now done. So again, hold your long spoon. With every swaha, you will offer ghee. Only ghee. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idam Namama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Idam Namama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya Idam Namama. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. Om Bhurvayave Swaha. Idam Vayave Idam Namama. Om Swaradityaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Idam Namama. Om Bhurvuvah Swaragnivaayavadityebhyah Swaha. Idam Agni Vayavadityebhyah Idam Namama. If you have anything with you, halwa, good, anything, so you can offer, take it with your spoon. If you don't have anything, just offer the ghee. Om Yadasya Karmano Dhyariricham Yadvanyo Namihakaram Agnishta Swishta Kritvidyat Sarvam Swishtam Suhutam Karotu Me Agnaye Swishta Krite Suhuta Hute Sarva Prayashchita Bhutinam Kamanam Samardhayitre Sarvanah Kaman Samardhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Swishtakrite Namama. Om silent. Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Namama. So we'll skip to para. The next come, if you have the paper, you are following the Havan sheet. Follow the Pratah Kalik Ahuti in the morning offerings with the Samagri. So those who are offering ghee, they will keep it up. Other family members will offer Samagri. You have Samagri. You will take like this, not too much, just little bit, and don't throw. Just take like this and offer it, not too much. And make sure the Samagri should be there in a scattered way. That's how it should not make so much smoke. Okay. So be ready with Swaha, ghee and Samagri both. Om सूर्यो ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरुषसेन्द्रवत्या योषाणः सूर्यो वेतुः स्वाहा. Make sure if you need, you can put a wood stick into the fire. It's very important to take care of it. Om Agnirjyotirjyotiragnihi Swaha. Om Agnirvarchujyotirvarchaha Swaha. Om silence. Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendраvatya Jushanu Agnirvetu Swaha. Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Pranaya Idam Namama. Those who are reciting mantra themselves, it's a very good thing. But if you cannot, then definitely say Swaha at the end of the mantra. Om Bhurvayave Apanaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Apanaya Idam Namama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Vyanaya Idam Namama. Om Bhurvuvah Swaragnivaayavadityebhyah प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा. इदम् अग्निवयवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदं नमः. ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा. ॐ यां मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्च उपासते तया मा मध्यमे धयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा. ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुवः स्वाहा. ॐ अग्नेनाय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोधस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नममुक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Like all of you are going to start your new phase of your new educational life, the higher stage. So in this beautiful occasion, like our dear Neeraj said a very organized way, all the practical things. Every single word of Neeraj is very important to remember and to practice in your life when you are going to live a college life. Every single word. So it's very important. So now we'll recite some mantras to for your this auspicious occasion. At the end of every mantra, when I will say Swaha, we will offer samagri and ghee. Om Deva Savita Prasuvayajyam Prasuvayajyam Patim Bhagaya Divyo Gandharvah Ketapuhu Ketanmah Punatu Vatuspatirvacham Naha Swadatu Swaha. So I'll explain little bit in between. Make sure you are properly carrying the fire. If it is needed in between, put little ghee and the samidha. So the meaning of this mantra, this is from Yajurveda, and the mantra says, O Creator God, speed our yajna onward and urge the sacrificer forward to the prosperity. May the shining maintainer of the world, the purifier of thoughts, purify our thinking, and may the Lord of speech make our tongue sweet. In this mantra, there are two things we need to learn. The first thing the mantra says, we pray to God, please purify our thought process, thinking. Like just Neeraj said you, in this stage, every child thinks that whatever I am thinking, this is the best. I don't need anyone's help. Definitely, I can consider my friend's suggestion, but not others. So that's why it's very important to think about that. We need to purify our thinking process. How can you purify it? Learning more and more from different directions, understanding it, and trying to relate with your life, the future life, not the present life only, and trying to control the emotional part of your life to think little bit regionally, rational. And the second thing the mantra advises us, we are praying to God to make our tongue sweet. What does it mean to make our tongue sweet? It doesn't mean that you have to ask your mom to give you more and more laddu or rasgulla, rasmalai, not like this. To make your tongue sweet means speak the way you need to speak. The other one who is listening you should feel soothing. So your language, your speech method should not be harsh or rude. It should be polite. It should be with all the humbleness. So that is the sweetness of your speech, not the sweetness of your tongue. Next mantra. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva Swaha. Upper ghee and samagri, make sure your fire is properly inflamed. This mantra also from Yajurveda and says, O divine creator, remove from us all the ills and evils and bestow upon us what is good and beneficial. Remember, every time you need to be aware about that. The mantra says that, oh God, please give me that ability to take away all the evil thoughts, devil thoughts coming into my mind. And whatever good thoughts going on in this universe, please give me that ability to grasp it. And give me that ability to control or regulate whatever bad inside me. Maybe bad thought, bad emotions, bad behavior. And whatever good, I can do it properly. When you pray to God, it doesn't mean that God will give us that ability. We need to understand it and cultivate ourselves in ourselves. Om yam medham deva ganaha pitarascha upasate tayama madhya medhayagne medhavinam kuru swaha. O God, make me wise today by bestowing upon me that wisdom which the wise men and elders so keenly desires. Om idam me brahma chakshatram chobhe shriyamashnutam mayi deva dadhatu shriyamuttamam tasyite swaha. May this intellect and this valor of mine both achieve glory. May the enlightened ones bestow a finest glory on me. So this is the time to cultivate our glory. And we have two types of natural glory given by God to nourish our glory. And what are those two things which help us to nourish our glory? The one is wisdom, intellect. We need to sharpen our intellect. We need to increase our level, the ability of discriminative power. And the second thing is valor, the braveness. If you are a very knowledgeable person, but you don't have that braveness, that guts to implement it, then the knowledge is useless. Any type of knowledge. Even if you know truth speaking is good, but you don't have that guts to speak the truth, the knowledge is useless. If you know to do something, it's good, but you don't have that guts to do, the knowledge is useless. So it's about two things. The first thing is intellect or knowledge. And the second thing is to implement it, you need that guts, the power, the value. So we pray to that God, please give us those both things, or give us that ability to use both things to make ourselves a glorious life. आनो भद्रा क्रतवो यन्तु विश्वतो दब्धासो परितास उद्भिदः देवानो यथा सदमिद वृद्धे असन्न प्रायुवो रक्षितारो दिवे दिवे स्वाहा. Let never failing, elevating, noble thoughts come to me from all directions. May the divine grant us protection day after day without any obstruction in our progress. Om Agne Bratapate Bratam Charishyami Tatsakeam Tanmeraadhyatam Idamahamandrutat Satyam Upemi Swaha. O adorable Lord, upholder of vows, I have determined to observe a vow. May I be able to accomplish it with success, renouncing falsehood. I hereby embrace the truth. So now everyone, recite with me the Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. So now we'll do the Purnahuti. Today's Havan is a very short Havan. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Make your microphone in mute. Yeah, that's it. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Okay. So now this shorter version of Havan is now completed. I'm requesting Smriti ji to sing the bhajan, and everyone can join with her to sing this bhajan. Smriti ji,
I will request, please. Yes, thank you.
So now everyone just hold your hand. If you know, please join with me to recite. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mritam Gamaya. Oh God, please lead me from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and lead me from death to immortality. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Oh God, you are indeed my father and mother. You are indeed my friend and company. O Lord, you are indeed my wealth and knowledge. O God, you are indeed everything of me, and you are the Lord of everything. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So with this, so Havan is now concluded. The Smritiji will sing a bhajan. After that, the rest of our program. The Smritiji present will have bhajan.
नमस्ते एवरीवन, सभी ग्रेजुएट्स को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, कांग्रेचुलेशंस उनके परिवार के सहित। इस जो बच्चे ग्रेजुएट हो रहे हैं उनमें मेरे दो विशेष रूप से स्टूडेंट्स भी हैं, जिनमें कार्तिक तलवार और सिद्धार्थ अरोरा। बहुत बहुत कांग्रेचुलेशंस आप लोग को बेटा, फ्यूचर के लिए घर से दूर जा रहे हैं आप लोग। All of you follow the teachings whatever parents have taught you. The bhajan I have chose is my most favorite all time. Thora man darpan kehlaye. It has such a beautiful wordings and the teachings. But I request your parents, if you do not understand what I am singing, please ask your parents to explain it to you later what it means. Because now you are going out of the house, away from your family. It's your self-consciousness which will keep you on a right path. And that's what this bhajan is about, okay? Man is your consciousness and darpan is mirror. Your consciousness is your mirror. मन ही ईश्वर, मन ही देवता, मन ही ईश्वर, मन से बड़ा न कोई। मन ही देव, मन ही ईश्वर, मन से बड़ा न कोई। मन उजियारा जब जब फैले, मन उजियारा जब जब फैले, जग उजियारा होए। मन उजियारा जब जब फैले, जग उजियारा होए। इस उजले दारू पान पर प्राणी, इस उजले दारू पान पर प्राणी, झूलना जंगल पानी। मन दर्पण मन सुख की कलियां दुख के पांचे, सुख की कलियां दुख के पांचे, मन सबका सुख की कलियां दुख के पांचे, मन सबका मन से कोई बात छुपे ना, मन से कोई बात छुपे ना, मन के हजार, मन से कोई बात छुपे ना, मन के हजार। जग से चाहे, जग से चाहे भाग ले कोई, जग से चाहे भाग ले कोई, मन से आए मन दर्पण मन दर्पण। तन की दौलत ढलती छाया, तन की दौलत ढलती छाया, मन का धन अनमोल। तन के कारण मन के धन को, तन के कारण मन के धन को, मत माटी में रोऊं। तन के कारण मन के धन मत माटी में रोऊं। मन की कदर, मन की कदर Thank you once again, बेटा. बहुत congratulations to all of you and your lovely.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद स्मृति जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आचार्य जी. अब हम आगे का कार्यक्रम शुरू करेंगे. जो लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं इसमें काफ़ी लोग बाहर से हैं और कुछ लोग हैं जो कि इनकमिंग AYM के पेरेंट्स हैं. तो थोड़ा सा हम ओवरव्यू देंगे और आपकी जानकारी के लिए इस आज के कार्यक्रम में कई बच्चे जो कि कॉलेज में हैं वहाँ से पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं. तो उनके लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि वो लोग वहाँ से और उनके परिवार यहाँ से पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं और परिवार जो है यहाँ पर हवन कर रहे हैं. बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. ये स्क्रीन जब कोई अगर आप में से देख रहा हो तो उसमें 7-8 हवन कुंड एक साथ हवन होते हुए दिखाई दे रहे थे. बड़ा सुंदर लग रहा था दृश्य. तो अब इसके बाद में मैं अपना स्क्रीन शेयर करूंगा थोड़ा सा क्विक आपको ओवरव्यू देते हुए और कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हैं. तो ये पहले मैं थोड़ा सा 5 मिनट का एक ओवरव्यू दे देता हूं कि जिन लोगों को जानकारी नहीं है AYM के बारे में पहले से, वो इसको देख पाएंगे. तो AYM हमारा हाई स्कूल का ग्रुप है जो कि इंटरेस्टेड, एंगेज और एक्टिव बच्चे जो आर्य समाज के हैं वो आते हैं इसमें. इसको हमें ग्रुप को 3 लेग्स के ऊपर में ये ग्रुप चलता है. सबसे बड़ा इसका उद्देश्य है कि बच्चा जो 9वीं कक्षा में 13-14 साल का होकर के आगे बढ़ता है तो वो खुद अपने आप को पहचानने की कोशिश करता है. उसका खुद का सेल्फ अनफोल्डमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये पता लगाना कि मैं कौन हूँ और मैं कहाँ फिट होता हूँ अपनी कम्युनिटी में और मैं कैसे कम्युनिटी के साथ में एंगेज कर सकता हूँ और आगे मेरा क्या उद्देश्य है. चाहे वो उनका प्रोफेशनल उद्देश्य हो लेकिन उनके मन में कई विचार होते हैं. देयर आर मेनी क्वेश्चंस दे हैव इन देयर माइंड. So we have this program that works on 3 legs. One is the dharm leg, the other is the karm and seva leg, and vikas leg. Dharm leg is basically focusing on how they need to lead their lives going forward or on a day-to-day basis. They have the ability to differentiate right to wrong, be kind, follow the Vedic principles. Seva is a very important aspect where they are engaged with community service, जिसमें कि वो आर्य समाज के साथ में, बाकी संस्थाओं के साथ में, कम्युनिटी के साथ में सेवा करते हैं. और विकास जिसमें कि हम कोशिश करते हैं कि कुछ अपनी तरफ से उनको डेवलपमेंट के लिए दे सकें, कुछ सीड्स डाल सकें जो कि वो आगे यूज कर पाएंगे और उनके ऊपर में वो अपने आप को ग्रो कर पाएंगे. तो धर्म में तरह तरह की चीजें कवर करने की कोशिश करते हैं. हर महीने एक हवन होता है. बेसिक्स ऑफ वैदिक धर्म एंड हिंदुइज्म उनको बताया जाता है. कुछ मिथ्स हटाने की कोशिश की जाती है. इंटरफेथ डायलॉग अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी होती हैं कभी कभी. कुछ केसेस में हमने प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप विजिट किया है. बच्चे कुछ बुक्स पढ़ते हैं और उसको रिव्यू करते हैं. ये बुक्स हमारी लाइब्रेरी से होती हैं, आर्य समाज की लाइब्रेरी से, जिसमें करीब 5000 पुस्तकें हैं. and they are able to take one of the books and review it and share with all the others. Volunteering has a lot of dimensions. We do volunteering and community service with Arya Samaj on various activities and events, but we also get engaged with variety of community service activities around the community. And then obviously we do some fundraising related to causes that are supported by Arya Samaj. And Vikas ki side mein, which is development, we are trying to focus on making them aware about themselves, about their country, which is country of origin, which is India, also about leadership and personality and so on and so forth, and bringing some basic elements, introducing those elements so they can evaluate those as they go forward. In addition, we also offer some value adds for AYM team members. They have opportunity to lead the organization. They have possibility to get a Hindu Youth Award, for which we recognize them based on their engagement and leadership in community. We also help them with their AYM or with their Boy Scout and Girl Scout projects, so they can attain their Eagle Rank or Gold Award, as well as community service requirements, as well as religious letters of reference. We also recognize their community service, not just at Arya Samaj, but in general, for them to be able to earn presidential service awards. And then there is opportunity for them to be nominated for Posse Scholarship, which is a 4-year scholarship program. Going forward, this year has been a different year, and it's going to be a different year going forward, at least for the fall of this year. So we are trying to work through the modalities of how we structure the program going forward to continue to create value. The program elements will remain same: Dharm, Seva, and Vikas. And we are working with AYM parents, alumni, and the Sanskriti school team to come up with best ways to engage and create best value. Safety is priority, so we will be having sessions every Sunday virtually, which means the good thing is that the students don't have to travel, which saves a lot of time and also hassle, and they can participate remotely from wherever they are. We are coming up with different ways of community service, and we are going to engage with you also to find out what areas you think we can bring in to create that value. But we are working with Sanskriti School and Arya Samaj to come up with ways where you will be able to still continue the service and continue to earn hours and continue to have different experiences. The team has been expanded. We'll actually have more resources now available to us, and we'll be continuing to bring that information as we go forward. Here's a quick overview of what we've done in AYM over the last year or so. Obviously, we have the monthly Havan I talked about. We have a lot of interactive sessions, including book reviews, where students present their experiences or knowledge. We do focus on India, and we do celebrate Indian Independence Day and Republic Day. ये हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है कि बच्चे भारत की स्वतंत्रता और गणतंत्र के बारे में जानें, और हर एक भारतीय बच्चे को इस पे गर्व होना चाहिए, चाहे वो अमेरिका में बॉर्न हुआ हो. AYM की सेवा एक्टिविटीज, कम्युनिटी रिलेटेड, दिवाली, होली, लोहड़ी, जन्माष्टमी, जो भी इवेंट्स हम ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं. स्थापना दिवस हमारा एक मेजर सर्विस एक्टिविटी है, जिसमें कि बच्चे उसकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मदद करते हैं, एंड दे आर हेल्पफुल इन गेटिंग अ हेल्थ फेयर गोइंग, where we are able to take care of a lot of people to come and get themselves tested. This year, after COVID, we've done food and mask donations, where youth have come forward to make donation bags, raise some funds, and also service the bags. Mahatma Gandhi Library is one of our collaborators. We work closely with them to work in their volunteer in their activities. So 1,000 Lights for Peace is to celebrate Mahatma Gandhi's birthday each year, and we are a very active member of that. This year, we'll be doing a virtual walk, so I'll be sharing some more information shortly. We work very closely with Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston, and Thanksgiving Meals on Wheels is one of our biggest service activities, where parents and AYM team members, almost 80 to 100, come forward each year, and we go and distribute food to seniors or help organize the distribution each year. And this we have been doing for almost 10 years or more. Also working closely with Interfaith Ministries, we do organize I Lead Service Day, where we are working in an environment which is more interracial, interfaith, and we are able to provide services for the community. Boys and Girl Scouts have been very active members of Arya Samaj Greater Houston, and they have taken on responsibility to make several projects. You will see here the benches. These have been made by Boys Girl Scouts. Flower beds have been cleaned up. The Girl Scouts has done the parking lot painting and numbering. We've had Girl Scouts do and Boy Scouts do library cataloging, library system. Complete system was revamped this year. All the books have been put online in an e-commerce type environment, where people can check out books from anywhere and reserve them, and so on and so forth. And the latest project has been done by Ananya, where she is teaching Kathak classes this coming week to youth, younger children, 6 classes to give them an appreciation of what it is. We also done last year, we did CPR training. This was in January of 2019. Alicia took the lead on that to organize this. Car wash is a fun activity, but it's also a team building activity, and it's also a fundraiser for us. And each year we do this. Everybody looks forward to this, parents included. This year we've been able to raise some funds, and those funds have been used for a variety of activities. Last year we took the funds from car wash and raffle, and we created this storage shed that was created out of this dead space, and everybody chipped in, and we were able to build one. We've done similar work where we bought some tents for people to stand, during sunny days and so on, and we also donated some money. AYM does recognize the seva that our youth and teens do, and over the years we have recognized over 75 youth with Presidential Service Award. We also have nominated 3 rising seniors each year for PASI scholarships. Last year, one of our seniors reached the final, Shreya Chawla, and this year we've already received notification that 2 of the 3 have reached the semifinals, and the third one is scheduling right now. So that's kind of a quick overview of what AYM has been and where we are trying to take it. We are going to need a lot of support from the parents and AYM themselves to cultivate how this program looks in this coming year. But I'm confident that a lot of stuff that we do can be done virtually, and we are going to come up with creative ways to create value on the service side of things. With this, I'm going to move to graduating seniors. We do have 12 seniors that are graduating this year, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of each one, and then have a quick speech from each one. They are online right now with us, so you'll actually be able to see them and listen to their speeches as we go forward. 1 or 2 of them have to leave early. They had some commitments, so I'm going to try to reshuffle this just a little bit and see if I can go to the one that has to leave early to do his first. So I'm going to start with Arnav Sethi. Arnav Sethi has been coming to Arya Samaj for 7 years. He went to Clemens High School, is active extracurricular member in school and in the community. Lots of community service from AYM. I didn't detail everything, but lots of community service through AYM, both for Arya Samaj and otherwise. He's attending Duke University. He's actually, you can see him on the screen. He is right now sitting in his dorm room, and he's going to be studying finance. This is Arnav's speech.
Namaste. My name is Arnav Sethi. I've been coming to Arya Samaj for as long as I can remember, I think. Namaste. My name is Arnav Sethi. I've been coming to Arya Samaj for as long as I can remember, I think 10 years, 8, 9 years now. And I've been coming to AYM for all 4 years of my high school. And it's been an experience that I think cannot be matched by any other organization. AYM has showed me 2 different perspectives on life. First, it shows me the ethical values and morals of like Hinduism and the Indian culture and my roots. So it allowed me, it gave me a way to stay true to my roots while, being in America. And also, Namaste. My name is Arnav Sethi.
I'm sorry, this got played twice, so I'm going to try again.
I've been coming to Arya Samaj for as long as I can remember, I think 10 years, 8, 9 years now.
आप अपना शेयरिंग बंद कर लीजिए, फिर वो डायरेक्ट आ जाएगा.
It's been an experience that I think any other organization. AYM has showed me 2 different perspectives on life. First, it shows me the ethical values and morals of like Hinduism and the Indian culture and my roots. So it allowed me, it gave me a way to stay true to my roots while, being in America and also being a teen in America. So that was a great, great experience. On the other hand, it showed me a way to give back to the community and just do things that are that help other people, like Meals on Wheels or car washes. All of those things just gave you a sense of joy and a sense of pride, that you're doing a good thing for the community. I can't thank Sanjay Uncle enough, or my parents, my family, and all my friends that I made at Arya Samaj over the years. And I know we'll always be united by our bond from Arya Samaj and AYM. So thank you guys for supporting me on my journey to college. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Arnav. And we look forward to seeing you each time you're back in town. That would be super. And now I'm going to go back to my scheduled sequence. Okay, our next graduating senior this year is Siddhant Arora. Siddhant has been coming to Arya Samaj since he was a child, almost 4 or 5 year old, 13 years. And he's a well-known face in Arya Samaj, has been very active both in Arya Samaj and his school and variety of activities. Looking forward to him studying computer science and math. He's made us proud. He's going as a Turing Scholar and Dean Scholar to UT Austin. With that, I'm going to play Siddhant's speech.
Firstly, congratulations to the rest of the graduates. It's been a wild ride for all of us. We've all survived through that last year of high school, these 4 months of quarantine, and we're all gearing up to start college soon. But now, as I virtually stand here before everyone, it's hard to believe that I'll be saying goodbye to my second family here at Arya Samaj. Over these 13 long years, I've gained a lot, both through my classes and the different service projects I participated in. And I just want to take some time to talk about my overall journey here. When I started out, I was just 5 years old, so I didn't really have a say for myself. My parents signed me up for Netflix and Hindi classes during the Sunday sessions, and I would just go every week, trying to absorb as much information as I could. And I won't lie, I probably knew more Hindi better than I do now. But as I grew older, however, I began to see reason behind the morals that we were taught, and started to adopt a daily lifestyle. Being respectful, serving others, staying righteous and just in our judgment. These are just 3 of the many principles I strove to carry out. And as I graduated to AYM, I continued this process of living, just through different methods. But of course,
No audio.
Thank you, Siddhant. Proud of you. Next is Shreya Chawla. She's been coming to Arya Samaj for 7 years. And these are students who have gone through the Sanskriti school, then came to AYM. She's a very active member of her school and otherwise a variety of activities. AYM Mahatma Gandhi Library have been her prime community service activities. She is going to Tulane University and for pediatrics is her interest area. And I'm going to play Shreya's speech.
I've been going to Arya Samaj since I was like 10 years old. Arya Samaj taught me about my values and my religion and the way I should live my life.
संजय जी साउंड चली गई हमारे इधर, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ.
हम भी नहीं सुन पा रहे हैं कुछ भी.
So I'm just really grateful for it.
पिछला वीडियो भी नहीं सुनाई दिया, ये भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
क्या आपको वीडियो नहीं सुनाई दिया?
हाँ, पिछले स्पीच सिद्धांत के भी नहीं सुनाई दी कुछ भी आवाज, अब भी नहीं आवाज
संजय जी, आप अपने आप को म्यूट ना करिए।
नहीं नहीं, मैं अच्छा ठीक है, मैं सिद्धांत की स्पीच फिर से प्ले करता हूँ, सॉरी अबाउट दैट।
आपके घर में आवाज आ रही है, प्लीज।
It's been a wild ride for all of us, as we've all survived through that last year of high school and these 4 months of quarantine, and we're all gearing up to start college soon. But now, as I virtually stand here before everyone, it's hard to believe that I'll be saying goodbye to my second family here at ASGH. Over these 13 long years, I've gained a lot, both through my classes and the different service projects I've participated in. And I just want to take some time to talk about my overall journey. When I started out, I was just 5 years old, so I didn't really have a say for myself. My parents signed me up for Naitik Shiksha and Hindi classes during the Sunday sessions, and I would just go every week, trying to absorb as much information as I could. I probably knew more Hindi than I do now. But as I grew older, however, I began to see reason behind the morals that we were taught. I started to adopt them into my daily lifestyle. Being respectful, serving others, staying righteous and just in our judgment. These are just 3 of the many principles I strove to carry out. And as I graduated to AYM, I continued this process of learning, just through different methods. But of course, I can't just attribute this accumulation of ethics to myself. A large part of this lifestyle is attributed to my teachers. From yoga and public speaking classes to 3 years in AYM with Sanjay Uncle, I was able to become educated on things ranging from Hindu culture to college application strategies. For that, I'd like to emphasize my thankfulness to all of the teachers and instructors I met over my time at RSMH. Now, looking to the future, I know I won't be physically present here at RSMH anymore, but I still believe I haven't left. Everything I've acquired over these years will stay with me internally, providing me a compass for me to guide my actions in college and later years. Through real life and moral and ethical guidance, I truly believe I've gained so much valuable information. So thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
So, अभी आई थी आवाज इस बार जी?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
No
so
problem.
next is Shreya Chawla. I already talked about her, and I'm going to play her speech now again. You may have to increase the volume a little bit. She is a soft-spoken girl.
RSMH has taught me a lot of my values and my religion and the way I should live my life. And I really have a lot to thank it for, because it's played a huge role in shaping who I am as a person. And I especially like to thank Sanjay Uncle and Kiranaki. They've literally been like my second parents, and they've helped me so much along the way. So I'm just really grateful for RSMH. That's it.
Thank you, Shreya. Next is Arnav Garyali. He came to us when he was in 8th grade. He went to Dulles High School, very active in school, again, very active with RSMH and AYM. He's going to Rice Baylor Medical Scholars Program. Will be studying orthopedics there is what his goal is. Unfortunately, he's not been able to join at the last minute. Their family had just got an information that somebody passed away, so the whole family was not able to attend. But Arnav did send a speech, so I'm going to play that for you.
Hello everyone, my name is Arnav Karyali, and I would just like to start off by saying that over these last 4 years, AYM has taught me a lot and has really helped me expand myself as a human being. The many philosophical and religious teachings that I was a part of on the weekly Sunday meetings, such as the mind, body, and soul, really helped me gain a depth of knowledge over the Hindu religion and the many concepts that it has. Furthermore, the book reports that we have to do not only allow me to gain a depth of knowledge, but also learn about the many diverse aspects of the Hindu concept and religion. Along with that, another thing that AYM provided me that I will forever be grateful for was the service activities, especially Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels was an activity during Thanksgiving in which a cohort of AKM members was brought up together and kind of helped support those who maybe were undermined or were going through poverty, and really showed the grand meaning of helping others. Furthermore, and lastly, one of the things that I really enjoyed about AYM was the camp up. But not only did I get to kind of enjoy myself, but I also got to develop friendship and kind of bring back the many memories that I'll always cherish about AYM at this camp up. Lastly, I would just like to say that AYM over these last 4 years has been something that has really taught me kind of the principles of life and has really expanded for me. And in the future, I'm sure that the many principles and aspects of AYM and AKM that I've learned will truly be. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you're safe during it.
Thank you, Arnav.
Hello.
Next is Yash Huda. Yash came to Houston about, I'm going to say about 5-6 years back. Jasbir is here. I can see him, and his family is devout Arya Samaj family. They participate in every activity. And Yash is a very, very good runner. He's made us proud by participating not only in his school, but he's also run half marathons. When we are all struggling to do it in 3 hours, he does it in an hour and a half and just runs it like a sprint. Yash is going to UT Dallas studying computer science, and I am glad that his career interest is also to continue his passion for running. So I'm going to play Yash's video here.
Namaste everyone. My name is Yash Huda and I graduated from Zoom High School. In these uncertain times, I would first like to give a huge shout out to all the healthcare workers who are working 24/7 to help save lives, and all the lab professionals for working on a vaccine. 2020 has been a really tough year. From Kobe Bryant's death to the novel coronavirus, the class of 2020, we have never dealt with this much pain, but the class of 2020 has always stood strong. Despite losing so much events from prom to the in-person graduation, we have stood stronger than we have ever had before. I would like to thank all my friends, my CrossFit teammates, my coaches, my teachers, and especially my family, because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would like to end the speech by saying no matter how much challenges you face in life, your hard work will always bring you success, and the grind never stops. Stay safe, and thank you all for letting me speak.
Excellent. Thank you, Yash. Next graduating senior this year is Sanika Kulkarni. Sanika has come to Arya Samaj for 5 years. Very active student, extremely very nice orator. I personally experienced that, and I've always asked her to continue that on that path. She's going to UT Dallas studying data science, but I would hope that she continues her oratorship there and participates in the activities that can use that skill.
संजय जी अपना जो माइक है वो म्यूट कर दीजिए when she is talking.
मैं अगर म्यूट कर दूंगा देव जी तो वो आवाज नहीं आएगी उसकी.
वो
एको आती है कुछ पता नहीं क्यों.
अच्छा, okay, let me see if I can do something here. 1 second. Okay, let me play again and see if this time you don't hear the echo.
I am so grateful to have had Arya Samaj as a part of my life over the past few years. First and foremost, I made many friends here that I am beyond glad to have met. I will always cherish the memories that we've made during classes, Diwali celebrations, and volunteering events. Alongside this, I have learned so much from all of the teachers and mentors here. They've provided me invaluable lessons both in the context of Hinduism and outside of it. Furthermore, I'm thankful for all of the opportunities AYM and Arya Samaj have given me, whether that be for volunteering, college guidance, or simply giving me a platform to express myself. As I go into college, I'm very excited to embark on this new stage and new journey of my life, and I know that all the lessons that I've learned here will be something I carry with me.
Thank you, Sanika. Was this better?
Better.
Very
Okay.
good.
Great, thank you. Okay. Next is Mehul Mittal. Mehul has been coming to Arya Samaj since I guess he was in 5th grade, and he's again gone to Dulles High School, active member. He actually participated in one of the, I think he did his Boy Scout project where he cataloged the library. His goal is to be a physician. We are going to need a lot of physicians with our health conditions, so we are investing into the right resources, I guess, and they are going to take care of us in the future. So he's going to go to Northwestern University, which also happens to be my son's alma mater. So proud of that, and I'm going to play his speech here.
Hi everyone, this is Mehul. I just wanted to make a quick video saying thank you to AYM and Arya Samaj for connecting me with my culture and my community for the past few years. Being able to come on Sundays and learn about my religion, learn about the connection between the mind, the body, and the soul, and then also go on different community outreach events like volunteering with Meals on Wheels during Thanksgiving, or volunteering during Janmashtami, or whatever it might have been. It was always a good experience and always taught me something new. Of course, one of the things that I was always fond of through AYM was the camp out, being able to make new friends, going to Choye, things like that. It was always a lot of fun, and I always learned a lot of new things. I'd especially like to thank Sanjay Uncle and the rest of the parents who, continuously sacrifice their weekends to always teach us something new and bring us new opportunities, whether it be academically helpful or, helping us engage more with our culture. And of course, over the next few years, as I move on to the next stage of my life, I hope to stay connected with AYM and obviously continue to learn more and help our community. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mehul. Next is Kirtana. She's been with AYM for 4 years, came in 9th grade. I think she came in because she was Kanika's friend. And thank you, Kanika, for doing that. Kirtana is a super girl in art. She actually participated in an art contest that we had run for a period of time where we were designing the cover of Acharya Ji's Basics of Hinduism book. And she won that contest, and her design is actually, or her art is actually the cover of that book, and it's going to be there forever. So we really appreciate that. She's also Girl Scout, has actively worked on the library project this year to make it into like an e-commerce type store. She's going to UCLA and focused on academic research. So I'm going to play Kirtana here.
Since my time at Arya Samaj dramatically ending, I've been doing a lot of reflecting about the past 4 years. Unlike many others in AYM, I haven't been here since I was a little kid, and I wasn't forced to come by my parents. I mostly came of my own will, but to be honest, my perspective on Arya Samaj has entirely changed since I was 13, stepping foot into the temple for the first time. As a freshman, my relationship with religion was one of uncertainties and indifference. I was mostly just looking for more opportunities for community service. Now, as I graduate, my perspective has entirely expanded from a previously very limited view. This isn't to say Arya Samaj caused some major revelation. Of course, I still maintain my basic beliefs, but this environment that was so unfamiliar to what I knew as a child, and moments such as listening to Acharya Ji's discussions, have shown me how religion isn't necessarily about worshiping a certain god or performing a certain religion, but rather it's about the belief system you create for yourself. It's the inherent kindness that you recognize in yourself and others, the ways in which we choose to take action to fulfill our dharma. I will forever be grateful for how my perspective changed in those years because of Arya Samaj. So back to my pandemic-enthused reflections, I often find myself at moments realizing that I miss my regular Sunday routine, from the calm of participating in Havan to inevitably being separated from my friends for talking too much, to sitting in AYM meetings, talking about our next planned event, or my stomach growling as the scent of rice wafts through the air. It's these moments that have been a constant throughout my high school experience, while everything else was changing around me, that helped me realize the person I am today. Of course, the many service events that forced me to do things I didn't really want to do also contributed to how I grew into this person that would be unrecognizable to myself 4 years ago. I wish we had the chance to experience our senior year at Arya Samaj to the fullest, or go back to the various missed opportunities over the years, but of course we can't. So for now, I'll just express my gratitude for all the memories I've made, for the welcoming community, and of course for Sanjay Uncle and his constant support and patience with us. Thank you and congratulations to everyone graduating.
Thank you, Kirtana. Very proud of you. I have to say that the girl that came in ninth grade to the girl that's graduated today is quite a distance, and a lot of credit goes to you for staying with it and building yourself into who you are coming out to be. Awesome. I made one mistake. I mentioned Mehul as the library project for Boy Scout. Actually, it was Krish who's going to come up shortly, but I just remembered. So next, Arnav, we've already talked about. Tej is a quiet boy who I've seen in a variety of ways. He actually recently came and helped me in my office also a little bit. But Tej's story, some of you who do not know it should try to find out from him. I won't get into that detail, but his story is unique, how he came to the United States about 6 years or 7 years back, and his challenges, how he dealt with those. But he's come out a very, very smart young man, has participated in a lot of activities, and is going to UT San Antonio to study business. So I'm going to play Tej's speech here.
Namaste everyone, my name is Tej Sharma and I've been coming to ARYA Samaj since the summer of 2014. Starting from Sanskriti school all the way to AYM, I've enjoyed every single year of mine at ARYA Samaj. In the beginning, I would complain to my parents about why I have to wake up on a Sunday morning and come to ARYA Samaj. But as the years went on, I realized there was for my own benefit, as I learned so much about our culture and what Hinduism was really about. I've developed a deeper understanding about Hinduism and its tradition and will continue to learn. These past 7 years have been filled with such amazing memories, whether it was volunteering for Meals on Wheels, or selling color at Holi, or working a booth at Diwali, or selling raffle tickets. All these memories will hold a special place in my heart as I move to San Antonio this fall for college. I will take all the values and rituals that I learned from Acharya and continue to apply them throughout my life to succeed. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Good job, Tej. Next, we have Krish Singhal. Krish has been coming to ARYA Samaj since he was 2.5. So he's probably one of those, Kanika type people who were born and straight brought to ARYA Samaj. And we are proud of them to have gone through the whole 9 yards from kindergarten to graduating from ARYA Samaj. Very active student, extremely well-mannered, studying computer science and math at UT Austin. I'm sure he's going to make us proud with what he does with his ventures in the future. So here's Krish.
Namaste, parents, teachers, friends, and family. My name is Krish Singhal. My journey with ARYA Samaj began at the early age of 2 when I was enrolled in the DAV Montessori School. Here, within the fostering and caring environment of the school, I was exposed to the most fundamental of teachings ranging from reading and addition to shlok recitals and stories of Hindu mythology. My story doesn't end there, however. Transitioning to public school and growing alongside my friends, ARYA Samaj remained an integral part of my life, but this time in the form of Sanskriti school and AYM. Classes such as Naitik Shiksha, public speaking, and Hindi, compounded with opportunities to volunteer and mentor with AYM, have truly shaped me to become the person I am today. ARYA Samaj has always been my home away from home, where I made long-lasting friendships and found a sense of community. So I am ever grateful to the entire ARYA Samaj family for nurturing me and maintaining the flame of community for these many years and the many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Krish. Next graduating senior is Kanika Talwar. Again, same story. She's been coming to ARYA Samaj since she was maybe 1 or 2. Very active member of the team, extremely visible, has done a lot of participated in a lot of different activities. And from someone who was not sure of what she wants to do, at least she has some idea that she wants to get into medicine now is great to know. And I'm looking forward to getting some treatment from Kanika for free when she's become a full-fledged doctor. So here is Kanika.
Namaste. I've been attending Arya Samaj since I was 2 years old, when my friend and I would wander the halls and frustrate our parents while classes were going on. Since then, as the temple has evolved over the years and become larger and greater than what it was meant to be when first fabricated, I did as well. My personality has sprouted and been shaped by Arya Samaj in so many ways, transforming from being a curious peer to also becoming a leader and president of AYM, where I love encouraging other kids to join and learn from the temple as well. I tell my mom all the time how lucky we are to have ended up with Arya Samaj as our temple, because it has widened my scope of what this religion means and allowed me to conceptualize it in my own way through all of the classroom lessons and Acharyaji's lectures. What we learn within these walls connects us to so much of our lives, through culture and science and community and virtue, by ingraining in us that the core of Hinduism is actually dharma, and the everyday pleasure of doing service. But Sunday school taught me most of all to appreciate the act of learning. With all of these abundances I've gained from Arya Samaj, the religious teachings themselves remain only one aspect. From the beginning, as I started to not be forced to come every weekend, I tried out different electives, like yoga and dance, which I quit on the first day and then promptly rejoined, and I learned how to trust my own voice through shloka competitions. I discovered how much service meant to me by doing my Girl Scout Silver Award project painting Arya Samaj's parking lots in middle school. And not only was I tethered to my culture on a weekly basis, I gained such a community of friends through the car washes, campouts, and festivals that make up so many of my earliest memories. And I owe so much to AYM itself and Sanjay Uncle's endless passion and persistence as a leader of a group of very busy teenagers. When I look back at my past, I feel more secure going into my future because I trust the lessons I have learned as a product of this temple about what it means to be good and what it means to be a part of something greater than yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanika. Appreciate. So that's our graduating class. Arnav could not participate, and Anish Margo was our 12th member of the team, who also unfortunately could not participate this time. I now would like to invite Acharya Harish ji to say a few words to the graduating students. Acharya ji, aap online hai aap? Yes, so you can unmute yourself and you can share your screen. I am going to unshare my. I think I've already unshared, so aap kar sakte hain share.
Namaste, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here on this occasion. We are giving our very best wishes to our graduating seniors as they march into a new phase of life, very important phase of their life. I was just thinking what should be my topic, so that I can focus on my ideas. So the topic, if you wish to know, is science, religion, and Arya Samaj. Of course, we live in the age of science. You all have been a part of Arya Samaj and will continue to be a part of Arya Samaj. So you want to know how you are placed in today's world, that is age of science, but religions are also there coexisting. Of course, in a common man's view, science and religion are two poles apart, but that's where Arya Samaj comes into picture. So I want to start with a very general term that is called dharma. And as you know, most of the people are confused as if dharma means religion, but let's look at it afresh, from an open mind. I will say everything has certain characteristics, and that is what is the dharma of that thing. For example, a cow is grazing grass, gives milk, that is cow's dharma. And all the cows in the world exhibit this dharma. So not only the conscious things, even things like air, water, sun, moon, earth, all the things in the universe have their dharma. So in this nomenclature, everything is called as dharmi. Dharmi means the thing, and dharma means all its characteristics. All the knowledge about that thing is knowing the dharma of that thing. So obviously we know it. As a human being, we are inquisitive, and that's what gives rise to scientists and philosophers in our community. They are always wanting to know what is the dharma of everything, why clouds are giving rain, how they are formed. So all those, getting to know everything, getting to know the knowledge about everything. So everything is dharmi, and every characteristics about every knowledge pertaining to that thing is to know the dharma of that thing. And of course, in our view, there is a entity, conscious entity, that Ishwar, who is called as Dharmaraj, because he has the authority and he has affixed all the characteristics of all the things that he has made. So there is a maker of the universe, and he has made the things as they exist. So of course, you know it very well. In this world, there are two broad categories of things. One is, like the desk in front of me, a chair I am sitting on. These are void of consciousness. Even if I hit this desk, it doesn't complain, isn't it? But there are many other things in the universe, like myself, yourself, and all other human beings, animals, birds. They possess something like consciousness. They have what we call, they go through experience of pleasure and pain, sukha and dukh, is it not? That is not true with the desk and chair and so many other things. So we know very well there are two kinds of things, namely matter and consciousness, and that's where I Samaj comes into picture. I Samaj is saying that we wish to know the dharma of everything that exists in the universe, is it not? So there is nothing is out of scope. Now let's look at what is the present state of science and the state of religion in the universe. The state of science has limited its scope to all that is made of matter. So that is material world, which is not possessing consciousness. Of course, they are very inquisitive about consciousness, but this is an emerging interdisciplinary area where the final word is not yet out, is it not? And that's where religions jump in. Religions say that we have the overall scope. We want to know about matter as well as consciousness. But as you know it, multiplicity of religion is due to the fact that every religion has picked up one or two dogmatic ideas that cannot be convincing to all the intelligent people in the world, is it not? That's why there are multiple religions. And that is where you will appreciate Arya Samaj is based on Vedic science. And if somebody asks you, what is Vedic science? That is all inclusive, a rational approach towards both matter and consciousness. So in simple term, as you are familiar with some algebra and mathematics, I will say religion is equal to dharma plus some dogmatic ideas. And in case of Arya Samaj, we don't allow any dogmatic ideas. So ours is dharma only, Satya Sanatan Vedic dharma, eternal principles that govern the whole universe, is it not? And science is dharma, what we say Satya Sanatan Vedic dharma, minus the Vedic science of consciousness. So that's where I want to tell you, as you are graduating into the new phase of life, you have to become like, say, a future leader of the world. And you know it, today is the age of science. That is very wonderful. So nobody speaks something which is not sensible enough. So you have to be convinced what you are talking, and you have to be able to convince another intelligent person. So look at yourself as the future leader of the age of science, because you have some scientific ideas about consciousness also. Now, consciousness is twofold. Consciousness of mind, yours, that is our tiny individual consciousness that resides somewhere in our head, and you know its power. If it leaves, it becomes dead body, is it not? So that's the power of that tiny little light of consciousness that resides here. And also there is a infinite consciousness that is the basic stratum, that is what is spread over the entire universe. The concept of consciousness is very simple. Like in my household, I see so many things around me, and I can say very definitely, like this desk was made by a human being, is it not? And this desk, a couple of weeks ago, was displaced by me from a location A to B. So whenever you see a man-made things, or say made by a bird nest or animal, you are very confident this is always made by a conscious being, is it not? Only a conscious being is a maker, like that of a desk, and is also a mover. He can only displace a chair or a desk from place A to place B, otherwise it stays stationary. And when it comes to outside of my household, in the universe, there is that infinite universe, that infinite consciousness is the maker and is the prime mover, is it not? That's why the earth moves around the sun, completing the orbit in a very precise time period, though it is a huge ball of about 7,000 kilometer diameter and running at a speed of almost 100,000 kilometer an hour. But it completes the whole orbit correct up to microseconds, is it not? So there is a maker and prime mover of the whole natural world. In getting to know him, that is what is the science of Dharma. And here I would like to show you, because today is a wonderful day of Ganesh Chaturthi, so I would like to show you a Ved mantra from, sorry, I am not able to share. Can you make it possible? I am unable to screen share.
Try again, Acharya ji. Can you see now? Can you try?
Yeah, now it's happening. Thank you very much. So this is a Ved mantra from Yajurved, 23rd chapter, 19th mantra. I will quickly recite it. Gananam tva ganapatim havamahe, piyanam tva piyamatim havamahe, nidhinam tva nidhipatim havamahe, vaso mama. Aham jani garbhadhama, tvama jasi garbhadham. So, there are 5 components here. Let's read one after another. Gananam tva ganapatim havamahe. As you know very well, the Ganesh is a term for that infinite consciousness, and also he is also known as Ganapati. So why is he called as Ganapati? Because we select him. Like India is a Republic of India, the head of state is called Rashtrapati, is it not? So Rashtrapati of India is selected, elected by all the 1.3 billion people of the India, and they say, you will be our head of state. So, Ishwar is not occupying that highest seat just like that, because we very willfully, very thoughtfully, we say, you are our leader, you will lead us you will lead our mind, and then only Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat, I will be leading a good quality of life in this world. So Gananam Tva Ganpati, because of his loftiest characteristics, he occupies the highest seat. Piyanam Tva Piyamatim Havamaya. He is so pleasant because he showers with love, with air, water, and food. He only gave me my mother and father. He only gives me everything. So he is so loving to us, and that's where the leadership qualities are there. When you want to lead your others into the age of science with the additional concept of non-physical consciousness that should come into the purview of scientific inquiry, you will have to possess all these qualities. You have to be pleasant, and you have to really have some things more than what others have, is it not? That's why they say, yes, you will be my leader. Nidhi nam tva nidhi patim. Then once you are leading a group of people, you have to give them all that, all the treasure. No treasure is your personal. You want to give them the knowledge, you want to give them all other material things, just like your mother and father take care of you in all. And then you want that, yes, you want to, like we say to that Supreme Ganapati, we want him to sit in our heart. And not only that, we want to know him very well. And we want to know him as if I am in the I recognize the fact that he's protecting me as if I am living in his mother, in his womb. That sort of a protective shield is there. Whenever we live in this world, every moment you should be feeling that you are protected by that. Just like as a little baby, before you are born, you are protected in your mother's womb. That is the most sacred and protective place, and that is what we should recognize, that I am in the womb of that Ganpati. I have so much of a connectivity. I don't have to go anywhere. I am right there within him, is it not? And these are the virtues. If you want to really possess them and want to inculcate within yourself, you will be the future leader of the age of science, with concept of scientific concept plus additional concept of non-physical consciousness. And there is a validation. That's why we stress upon meditation. That is the evidence for the my consciousness as well as consciousness of that Supreme Ganpati. Thank you very much.
बहुत धन्यवाद आचार्य जी। बहुत ही आज शुभ दिन है और पहला ये हमारा वर्चुअल ग्रेजुएशन हो रहा है AYM का। काफ़ी चीज़ें पता नहीं थी कैसे होंगी, बट सब अच्छा हुआ। और आई एम रियली थैंकफुल टू ऑल द graduating students who have participated, even if they were at their college dorms, the families who actually took my desire to perform Havan at home seriously and actually performed it. बहुत से लोगों ने घर के अंदर किया, कुछ ने घर के बाहर किया, मैंने घर के बाहर किया। मुझे थोड़ा स्मोक अलार्म की चिंता थी, बट मैंने सीखा कि चावला जी ने बताया कि नहीं, वो इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तो आगे से हम घर के अंदर भी कर सकते हैं। बड़ा अच्छा लगा ये। और एक स्क्रीन पे 7-8 हवन एक साथ होते हुए बड़ा ही सुंदर दृश्य था। मैंने 1-2 स्क्रीनशॉट्स लिए हैं, आई विल शेयर विद एवरीबॉडी लेटर। Heartiest congratulations, class of 2020. Extremely proud of all of you. You have done super. And this class was a hybrid class. It had many students who came from Sanskriti school and many who came straight in the 9th grade or 8th grade. And they bonded very well, created good relationships. And I sincerely hope that you continue not just networking with Arya Samaj, but also networking with yourselves, and become like Neeraj, like role model he is, that once you are, even after 10 years of your graduation, stay connected with the community, keep doing things that the foundations you have laid for right now. It doesn't have to stop when you go to college. And I know when you go to college, it might be a little difficult to find time to do everything that you have been doing up until now, and the priorities will change and should, and that's totally fine. But find some little time once a week, maybe on a Sunday, take out 30 minutes, an hour, and go do some community service in a Hindu organization in the city that you're going to. In Austin, there is plenty, but most of you are going outside state, and there will be plenty of opportunities. So just take that as a piece of advice. I'm always available as any resource that you need, any advice you need as you go into your next phases of life. After some time, you are the ones who are going to give me most advice. So my days are over and counted. But I do appreciate each one of you bearing with me, and thank you so much. अब मैं स्मृति जी को निवेदन करूंगा कि वो शांति पाठ और आरती के साथ में आज के कार्यक्रम का समापन करें।
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे, भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, जो नामे हरि दुख बिन क्षेम मिटा, स्वामी दुख बिन क्षेम मिटा, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति सुमित मिलो दया में सुमित मिलो कृपा में ऐसी हो सुमति जय जगदीश दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ करुणा प्रेम बढ़ाओ शरण पड़ू मैं तेरे जय जगदीश स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे जय जगदीश सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हे नाथ सब सुखी हो कोई ना हो दुखारी सब बोलो भगवान धन धान्य के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव दे सन्मार्ग के दुखिया कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी शांत अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथ्वी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
धन्यवाद स्मृति जी. But before we shut down, I just wanted to make a couple of requests. One is all the graduating seniors and families. I mean, we couldn't arrange to send to Duke University and other places, but but a very nice lunch is coming for you to enjoy. Younger, some of the AYM alumni and Alisha and Mahi Tomar, Siddhant and Smriti are going to come and deliver it to you shortly. They are already on their way. The second request I have is that I need some help from each one of you. None of this is possible without extremely active help from all the parents and youth. And I have to specifically, obviously, Take Aditya's name. He's been more than parent all along. He's a core member of the team, and Sanjay Sood ji and Parvinder ji. But I am going to lean on all of you. I'm going to be requesting a meeting or two through Zoom over the coming week, especially with those who are younger and rising seniors and those who are still in AYM, to have some discussions around what do we do in the coming year. How can we continue to create the value with some of the ideas that you might have, which we can incorporate, although our core team already is thinking through it, but your inputs are extremely valuable. So I would really like the parents and youth to participate in that. I'll be sending notices for those Zoom meetings shortly in this week. And then hopefully by this weekend, we can finalize our schedule for next year and then share with everybody else. The good news is that our plan is to, because we can do this virtually, we will also be able to expand this to resources outside of Houston. And so there are other Arya Samajas and youth that are interested in participating. We can make it a meaningful opportunity for them to gain value out of this. So I really appreciate. Thank you very much. And God bless all of you. Have a great day. Enjoy your graduation and be good. Thank you.
Sanjay ji, I have a request for you. I would like a video production, and I will give you the instruction what part I want, so that I could share all this video globally to all the Arya Samaj and future Vedic Sanskriti school. Thank you.
Thank you, Zara.
Congratulations to all the seniors who graduated and good luck in their next phase.
It's already on live YouTube. फेसबुक में नहीं हो पाया पर YouTube में अभी लाइव है और रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है.
Recording.
वो YouTube वाला कोई नहीं. There is a certain segment I want, which would be easily people can watch, because otherwise it's more than 2.5 hour production.
तो हम edit कर देंगे.
Yeah.
Thank you ji. Enjoy the lunch.
Thank you. Thank you everyone.
नमस्ते.
नमस्ते.
सभी
Congratulations
को
for
बहुत
graduate.
बधाई, हमारे
Take care, बेटा.
DVSS के बच्चों को भी. और संजय होजा जी, आपके 2 बच्चे भी ग्रेजुएट हुए हैं. हमारे संस्कृति स्कूल के वो बच्चे हैं, उनको भी सिद्धार्थ स्मृति को भी बहुत बहुत बधाई. कॉलेज से ग्रेजुएट हो गए हैं. होजा परिवार को बहुत बहुत बधाई. Let's not forget them. They are हमारे बच्चे हैं, हम तो यही समझते हैं.
Congratulations to both Smriti and Siddhant.
They are the future of Arya Samaj.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you ji. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Namaste.
Bye.